Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com, and today we're going to take a look at the NECA Toys Predator Alpha Predator figure. That is the 100th figure of the line. Not too many lines make it this far, and NECA is offering this special figure with an original concept, brand new sculpt, brand new accessories, brand new everything. So we're going to take a good look at this figure. He is beautiful. Right now he's not taken out of the box, and I'm showing you guys the packaging. What you see is the front of the packaging. This is original artwork by Jason Edmiston, and it is really good. It's the Alpha Predator in a swamp-like environment, maybe an alien planet. Wherever he is, it's really good artwork. The sides of it has the Predator logo, Alpha Predator, and special 100th Predator figure that you see there. I also want to show you this little sticker right here. Predator Hunting Grounds, exclusive Predator code inside. Very cool. Here's a look at the other side. It's the same as the other one. And of course, a look at the back. Now the back has some images of the figures and also a brief description, which you guys can check out. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to read that, but I want to show you guys the bottom of the box, the UPC, all of the great talented people at NECA that brought this figure together, and now the moment you've been waiting for. So here is a look at the figure. You see a good action shot on the opening flap, and the Predator is in the window box along with his accessories. So I'm going to take him out of packaging and we're going to take a look. I also want to thank our friends at NECA Toys for providing him for review. Greatly appreciated. And stay tuned, guys. Hey guys, and we are back with a look at the Alpha Predator. He is out of packaging, and what you see is the figure himself. He is magnificent. There is a tremendous amount of detail going on here. Again, brand new sculpt, all new concept, original design from NECA in-house in celebration of the 100th figure in the line. And what you see is just tremendous amount of detail going on. I mean, take a look at this guy. Just so much going on. He's got pointy horns up here. They're actually kind of sharp. Really good head sculpt as always. They've really perfected these figures. So his armor has an insectoid theme going on. It's not the standard Predator armor going on. It's he's from an actual prequel. If you read the bio from the back of his packaging, it explains about the character and everything else you need to know about him. So make sure to go back on the video if you missed out. But you see the insectoid themed armor, and it's all comprised of bones from his kills. You see a tremendous amount of sculpted details, paint washes, which is really, really cool. You see bones attached to this. You see it's just a lot going on here. Really, really cool. These are bands with bones on both sides of the arms. The gauntlets, the technology, the gauntlets, it's now skulls and bones from several kills, which we're going to take a look at in a moment. This piece here goes up and down like this, just like his blades would on any other Predator figure. This right here is a port for an additional blade, which I'll show you in a few minutes. This belt right here on the back is where he puts his blade. This up here is his throwing star. For the video, I decided to put the accessories on so you guys can really get a look. The throwing star fits in a little loop right down there, and it just stores like that. So that's really nicely done. You see bones on his legs, which are used for armor, and all this paint wash and everything. This part is soft plastic, which bends. So there's just tremendous a lot. I will say that his ankles are, on this particular sample, it's a little weak, and he does move around a little bit. If you move him around, you got to reposition the ankles, I mean. So just be aware. But other than that, it's a really solid figure. You see the bone details there all the way through. Really, really good head sculpt. No shoulder mounted cannon because he has no technology that you would know. It's all bones and other things that he made with kills and stuff like that. You see the shoulder pads, really, really nicely done. Sculpted details there. On the back, here there's a really, really good details. You see, again, there's the horns. You see whatever this thing is, this yellow thing. You see his hair through the bones through there. This part just rests right on top. Bones on back of his legs. So there's just really a lot going on here. So I'm going to show you how to put these blades on. These are just, I guess, giant nails, maybe toenails, fingernails from one of his kills. I'm not really sure, but these are used for stabbing and poking. So one of them goes through, oops, like that. So that's how it's going to look. And the other one was a little tricky. If you really pay attention to the details on this, see, I'm making a stand. The details on this skull here, there's really no entry for this to go. And the reason for that is that it wasn't meant to go in here. It's actually meant to go on the spine on the other side. There's a hole back there. So to get that, you have to remove the hand. All right, the hand is off. Then, so you remove the hand, take that off. You turn it around. As shown, you put the hand back on. Just be very careful. It's a fragile figure. And then that is when you put this blade through. So once that is done, you're going to have a figure that looks like this. That part took a little while to figure out, but there's your look at the figure. Both blades on either side. They don't go together, And I really like the new design. The blades, some good striking poses you can do on them, things like that. Be as creative as you want. So everyone can do their own thing. It's a lot of different ways to position them with all the great articulation given to them. These blades are also a bit sharp, just like the horns on his back. A little sharp to the touch, so these are definitely not for kids. The hands do pop out fairly easily, although I find it on some predators, it's kind of hard to take the hands off. I'm always afraid of breaking the blades, usually on this hand, but this one's a little less fragile compared to some of the other figures. And the other thing, I do want to point out is that it is a little tricky to get these all the way in. I don't want to apply force. I'm always concerned about breakage. I like to be careful. A lot of the NECA figures are on the fragile side, so I can't stress this enough. Just go with the side of caution, because nobody wants a broken figure. So let me give you a few more positions to check these out. So again, this slides right here. I'm going to move that all the way forward. So again, there's a lot of different ways to display them, and so that's a look about how to put those blades on. I'm now going to show you some of the other accessories. So with this next shot, I'm showing his mask and a couple of his interchangeable hands. The mask has a really good insect theme going on. You see those big bug eyes, those piercers, really good details, really nice paint wash. But it's a little tricky getting it to stay on his face. It does plug in, but it has to go a certain way. I've actually never had this much trouble getting a mask on a Predator figure before, but this one, for whatever reason, was a little challenging for me. And here's a look at a couple of his hands. For this shot, I used the closed-fisted hands. You see the sculpted details on the fingers right there and on the other side. I really like how they did that. These are closed, so he can't hold anything. But let's do a closer look at that mask. I really like the paint apps on it, some painted washes. They really did a phenomenal job on that, including the eyes. I really like how they did the eyes and the piercers up here and the teeth right there. They really did a good job on it. Show you the sides. So positioning his ankles again. So there's your look at that. All right, in this next shot, we have a look at his interchangeable open hands, and we have a look at his staff. His staff is just amazing. It's comprised of more bones and straps holding it together, as you see here up along the top. These don't move, but it's pointy up here. He's got little spikes up here. This looks like two different bones tied together to form this, which is pretty cool in itself. And down here, it looks like a spine wrapped around this larger bone with straps and stuff like that holding that into place. And down here looks like some kind of finger or toenail from an insectoid or whatever. So I really like the detail on this. Let's hold this up, give you a really good look. So as you can see, it is pretty long. He can hold it in both hands. And it's just really remarkably detailed. The paint washes alone, I think it gives it a really good realistic touch. For me, the bones almost look like they're real. That's how well this is painted and sculpted. So they really went all out on this figure. And again, the staff, just like all the parts, are brand new. So you won't see this on any other Predator figure. And of course, his open hands. This is how he holds the staff. And on the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it like this. And I'm now going to show you one of his other weapons. His blade can fit right in through this other hand, as shown. So you get a pretty good idea what goes on through here. You see the nice curve, the nice bone details, all the great sculpting. Let's put him in a pose and get a good look. So there's your look at a few other accessories. And the last part is, if you remember this throwing star, it fit through here, and it can also be placed right in his hand for throwing. So I'm moving this closer. You guys can get a look. Oop, I'm sorry. So that's what's going on through there. Let's put him in a good pose. So he's all set for battle, ready to use his spear, ready to use his throwing star, ready to use his blade and some other accessories. So overall, I think the Alpha Predator is a huge win. NECA did a phenomenal job on this figure. Make sure to pick him up. He's definitely worth it. He's out now. I think Predator fans will love him. He's really a unique character that I think you need to own. So grab him while you can. Links to buy are on the written portion and photo gallery of this review under purchase. I'd like to thank our friends at NECA Toys for providing him for review. Thank you very much. Well done on this. Keep up the good work. And also, guys, make sure to follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Spread the word, and thank you for watching. This is Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Stay tuned for more coverage, and thank you.